In this video, I'm going to share the top 5 dividend-paying small-cap companies in the Philippines with a market cap of less than 10 billion pesos. Para ito sa mga gustong mag-invest sa small-cap companies. I look at the dividend history, revenue, and income over the past 10 years to quickly assess the company's financials and its ability to pay dividends. In my previous video, isinama ko lang dito ang mga companies with a market cap of 10 billion pesos pataas. Personally, I prefer investing kasi sa mga companies with 10 billion pesos pataas na market cap. May nabasa din akong comments so may nakabanggit ng Seven and Keppel. Mataas yung recent dividend na dineclare ng dalawang companies na ito, kaya lang first time lang nila magbigay ng mataas na dividend. Wala silang dividend history, kaya hindi ko sinama. Tignan muna natin kung masusustain nila ang mataas na dividend next time. Let's go! Number 5 is Maxes Group. It has a market cap of 2.4 billion pesos. Maxes Group operates, maintains, and franchises restaurants, coffee shops, refreshment parlors, and cocktail lounges in the Philippines and internationally. At ito naman ang kanilang mga brands. I'm sure meron kayong favorite dyan, gaya ng Yellow Cab, Jamba Juice, at syempre ang Max Fried Chicken. Dividend yield is 5.13%. Nag-increase ang dividend per share over the past 8 years. Kaya lang na-affect sila ng pandemic, kaya walang dividend payment noong 2021 and 2022. Mababa ang kanilang dividend payout ratio sa ngayon. So dividend payments are well covered by its earnings and cash flows. Kaya kaya nilang masustain ang kanilang dividend payments. In terms of revenue and earnings, nakabawi naman na sila after the pandemic. Kaya lang lower pa rin ang revenue versus pre-pandemic. Mababa din ang profit margin. So nasa 4.1% lang yung latest. Reasonable naman ang kanilang debt to equity ratio, below 100%. ROE is considered low, slightly lower versus industry's average. Number 4 is CEU. Market cap is 3.87 billion pesos. CEU operates educational institutions in the Philippines. So meron sila sa Mendiola, Malolos, and Makati. Dividend yield is 5.77%. Volatile ang dividend payments ng CEU. Affected din sila ng pandemic kaya hindi sila nakapagbigay ng dividend noong 2020. And growing ang kanilang dividend payments since 2021. Mababa rin ang kanilang dividend payout ratio. Dividend payments are well covered by earnings and cash flows. So kaya nilang masustain ang kanilang dividend payments. Growing ang kanilang revenue and earnings. Malaki ang itinaas over the past 3 years. Napaka-healthy ang kanilang balance sheet. So walang utang ang CEU. Very good sila dito. Return on equity is comparable to industry's average. Number 3 is Concepcion Industrial Corporation. Meron siyang market cap of 4.78 billion pesos. CIC is the leading air conditioning and refrigeration company in the Philippines. At ito ang kanilang mga brands. Yung Carrier, Kundura, Kelvinator, yan, matitibay na brands sa Philippines. From cooling solutions provider, so nag-expand sila ng kanilang portfolio of products and services for the needs of every Filipino home and business. Dividend yield is 5.81%. Consistent sa pagbibigay ng dividend ang CIC over the past 10 years. Volatile nga lang ang kanilang dividend payments. And the good thing is mababa ang kanilang dividend payout ratio. Dividend payments are well covered by earnings and cash flows. Malaki ang revenue and EPS growth over the past 3 years. Mababa nga lang ang profit margin ng CIC. Nasa 2.8% lang yung latest nila. And napaka-healthy rin ang kanilang balance sheet. So, mababa lang ang kanilang utang. Sobrang baba. Mataas ang kanilang ROE versus industry's average. Number 2 is F&J Prince Holdings. Market cap is 958 million pesos. FJP invests in real estate, power generation, IT, and BPO businesses. Dividend yield is 6.49%. Consistent na nagbigay ng dividend ang FJP over the past 10 years. Hindi nga lang nag-grow ang kanilang dividend payments. Mataas ang dividend payout ratio nila from earnings, pero covered pa ng kanilang cash flows ang kanilang dividend payments. In terms of revenue and income, profitable naman ang FJP. Nag-decline lang ang kanilang revenue and earnings. Napaka-healthy ng balance sheet ng FJP. Wala silang utang. So, very good sila dito. Yun nga lang, mababa lang ang kanilang return on equity. Nasa 3.1% lang. Lower versus industry's average. Number one is land with a market cap of 1.23 billion pesos. Land engages in the development, sale, and lease of real estate properties in the Philippines. The company focuses on residential, office, commercial, and industrial projects. Dividend yield is 11.56%. Land has been consistently giving dividends over the past 10 years. Volatile nga lang ang dividend payments nila. And then nung 2023, sobrang malaki ang itinaas ng kanilang dividend payment. So Land's dividend payments are covered by its earnings and cash flows. Profitable ang city and land developers. Nag-grow ang kanilang revenue and earnings noong 2022, nag-decline nga lang noong 2023. Mataas ang kanilang profit margin. Nasa 32.9% ang latest nila. And wala rin silang utang. So very good sila dito. Napaka-healthy ang kanilang balance sheet. ROE is considered low. It's slightly lower versus industry's average.